A very good morning to all of you. Today we will start with the chapter 5 functions in Python. As we already study about data handling, flow of control in Python, so these are already very important for creating any function. Okay, from data type from the data handling you will get what kind of argument you will pass to the function, integer, float. So it's very important before coming to function groups, what is data handling, what are data types, and after that in your function body you can use flow of control. If you want to define any condition inside a function, then you should know what is flow of control. And as I told you, flow of control is itself very much important. And it's come in paper also. The block will, any loop will be given to you and they will ask you for the output. Okay, so it's very much important. Now come to the function. If we see what are the function, let's see. A function is a set of statements that take inputs. Okay, that take inputs, do some specific computation and produce output. Fine. Let's see the example over here. Def, even, odd. This is a function to check whether your x. This is known as argument or a parameter. Okay, we are passing inside a function. Fine. So this program is whether x is even and or odd. Fine. So here we have to do if we want to do repeatedly some task. Fine. If we want to do some task repeatedly again and again, then we have to make a function for that. If you don't make a function for that, then what happens? You have to rewrite the code again and again. Here you will see it's very simple, that it's at 5 or 6 line code. So if in one program you need this code 5 or 6 times, then you can see 60 line will be for this code. But if you use same code in the function, then you have to, whenever you want to use this code, you just call a function even and odd. No need to write whole code again and again. Fine. So the idea is to put some commonly or repeatedly done tasks together and make a function, so that instead of writing the same code again and again for different inputs, we can call the function. Fine. Now let's see one example for function. We will write here in the ideally, wait a minute. Yeah, I just reopen it. Okay, ideally. Now we will see how to define any function. After that we will see the types of function. First, the keyword to define a function in Python is def, and it is mandatory and it is inbuilt keyword. Okay, so def is a keyword to define any function. Now you can name any function whatever name you want to give. Just we are taking example of even and odd. So even, odd, this is the name of function. Fine. Here you can pass the arguments. You can pass any number of arguments. It's not necessary that you will pass only one. If you want to create a function for sum, then you can pass two parameters here, a and b, and for other you can pass three parameters. Fine, but here we need one parameter only, so we are creating only one for one. Fine. Now let's see, after this, when you pass the argument, don't forget to put semicolon, and in the next line always remember that indentation would be proper. If indentation would not be proper, then it will be outside the body and it will throw an error. Okay. Now if we just write because it's a program for even and odd number, So we put a condition over here that x modulus 2 is equals to 0. Fine. Close the bracket, put the semi-comma. Now print whether your number is even, else. Okay, I just put this. Fine. Yeah, we will write it in the script mode, new file, because it will throw error again and again. I just copy paste from here, so I will show you. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Now we will give function 1 to the name of the file. Fine. Function file name is function 1. Now we will save it and run the module by F5. Okay. Yeah, missing parenthesis. Okay, there is missing parenthesis. Yeah, this one is an error. We will correct it again in this. Okay, now F5. It's just restarting the function. Fine. If number. Okay, we didn't take any input from the user. Now we will call the function in the same program. Fine. And function is even, odd. Function name is this. Fine. And we will copy paste from here. Control C. So name change will be not there. Control V. Now we just pass the value here 5. Okay. F5. Now it's saying that it is an odd number. Okay. If whenever you want to call your function again and again, you have to just recall it by this. Wait, yeah. You will call it. I just write down here even odds 5. So it's saying it's an odd number. If I change the value of x here and write down just 6, then again I will save it and run the module F5. Yeah, it's saying even. Okay, are you getting? Whenever we have to use this function, only one statement like this, we have to define there and function will recall itself. If you want to take input from the user, you can easily take input from the user. Instead of writing here, you just ask for the input from the user. So this is the code how to define a function. Fine. Once again I'm repeating this, that for defining any function, use def keyword, the name of the function, then pass an argument here, and then semicolon. This one line is very much important to define any function. Fine. And this is a condition whatever you want to include in your function. Now let's see how many types of function are there. Basically, there are 3 type of function. One is library function, another one is user defined in modules, and third one is user defined function. First one is built-in function. Now, what is built-in function? As the name suggests itself, these functions are built by the Python library. Okay. So these functions are already built in Python library. No need to, you cannot modify these built-in function, and you can't change even. If print function is working for printing any statement, it will do that only. Fine. You cannot change, you cannot touch even touch these function, and you cannot modify these function. Next is function defined in modules. These function define in particular module. Fine. here, as we did an example, we make one new function, that is even odd. Fine. These are the second type of function defined in modules. Fine. When you want to use these function in a program, you have to import the corresponding module of that function. Next is your user defined function. As you see in the Python library, they created function. First one is your print function. Okay, so they did a coding for that. For printing a statement, they already done a coding. Just you have to recall that function whenever you want to use. Similarly, if you want to create any new function for a Python library, that is called user defined function. These functions are defined by the user and called user defined function. Now let's see them in a brief. First one is your library function in Python. These functions are already built in the library of Python. Some are example are here, that type, len, input, etc. And print is also a function. And question can come like, they will in 1 mark they will ask you that which one is the built-in function, or some name of the function will be given, and they will ask for the which one is a built-in function. So you will choose the correct option. Okay. Now next you will see functions defined in modules. Function of math module, first one. And this is also important because they will give you floor, and they can ask you that this floor function is of which module. So you have to tell that math module. Okay. So there are some functions that are defined under some modules. You have to, if you want to use this function in a program, then you have to import these function. I will give you later on, I will give you the implementation also. But for this, for today lecture, you just do a theoretical part. Okay. So import math. And these are all the function come under the math module. First one is your square root. It's just return the square root of any number. Cell, it returns the upper integer. I hope you all study about the cell in maths. It's just give you the upper integer, and floor will give you lower integer. For you can see here example for cell. If value is 81.3, then the upper integer for this would be 82, and the lower integer for this would be 81. Next is your power. It will calculate the power of a number. Fine. If here, how you will use this function, math.power 2, 3. That means 2 raised to the power 3, and answer would be 8. Next is your fabs. It will return the absolute value of a number. Maths.fabs. Fine. Minus 5.6. It will give you absolute value. If it's in negative, it will give you positive. Positive means positive. Fine. Now exponent, exp, it returns the e raised to the power. You already done it in maths. E raised to the power. Okay. How you will use it? mat.x3. So this will return you this value. Fine. These are these all function will come under the math module, and whenever you want to use this function, I will give you just brief how you can. You have to just write down import math. Before using this function, you have to import the module. Fine. After importing module, you can use the function. If you not define the module name and you will not import the module name, it will gives you an error. Now next function in random module. Random module has a function randint. Fine. Random module has a function randint, and some more are there. Seed is also comes under random. I will give you some more example of this. Here, let's redint function. What is redint? This function generates the random integer value including start and end values. And how you will, what's the syntax of this function? Redint, start and end. Fine. It has basically two parameters, and both parameter must have integer value. So redint, why we need a redint is just generate the random integer value including start. Now see, for using redint you have to import random. N equals to random dot redint. The value of n will be 3 to 7. Fine. The value will be between 3 to 7. So for today we will finish up here. We will see in the next class, we will see some more modules and function under the, how function will work under the modules. Fine. So have a good day and study on.